you were also able to spend some time interacting with the Russian people.
Mm-hmm.
And what are some of your impressions about the people and the culture? And was there anything that surprised you in any way than what you might have been expecting?
My impressions of the culture and the people, sort of what the conclusion that I've come to since I've gotten home and just processing my experience was I just learned a lot about Russian history. That's not something that I had a great knowledge of prior to going. You don't learn a lot of Russian history in American high school, so so I learned a lot about some of the things in their past, and there's a lot of upheaval and drama and just very difficult aspects of their past. But they're very proud. Russians are very proud people. They're proud to be Russian. They're proud of what they've overcome. But because of all of that upheaval and because of the climate, that was one thing too, where I happened to be there at the most lovely time of year. I had fantastic weather, but it's below freezing like 8 months out of the year. So much about daily life is, especially for people outside of major cities, is about survival. Always getting ready for the next winter. And so I think that combination of, a dramatic past with that harsh climate might, I think that is what accounts for that stoicism that we associate with Russian people here in the United States. We always imagine them to be sort of hard. And I wouldn't call them hard, I would call them stoic. Yeah.
Trying to get someone to visit your fortress in negative temperatures would make you pretty stoic.
Exactly. Yeah. You just have to survive. You should have seen the piles of firewood that were outside of these people's homes in May, and I couldn't tell if they were stocking up for next winter or just leftovers from last winter, but just massive piles of firewood. Just all about keeping warm. And in the traditional Russian home, from 100 years ago and more, the stove takes up a quarter of the living space. It's massive, and you can sleep on top of it too. So it's just, everything is about surviving. And so, yeah, I think that you have no choice but to be changed by that.